Hello everyone, welcome to a new modern video. We are playing again Leaving End. Been playing this deck for a while lately because it is the deck that got the most new cards with the new set Lorwyn Eclipsed. Starting with Wistfulness, which not only is a disenchant, which is really important for the deck, since you really hate to see artifacts and enchantment that hate your graveyard, but also it lets you draw in this card for 2 blue, so it's never really a dead card. And then you can also art cast this card for both value, and like this is a deck that really just doesn't mind to art cast later on. You already had the Overlord of the bottom work for that mid-range plan. Formidable Speaker is another important piece for the deck. It lets you kind of turn a bad card into a Shardless Agent. It lets you just fill your graveyard. It also can just make you search for cyborg cards, not cyborg cards, but like interactions such as Subtlety and Endurance. Um, or, I mean, Harvester of Misery as well. A very interesting thing that this list has going, which top 4 the Modern Challenge, is the full playset of Eldritch Evolution in the 75, which it isn't very normal. You don't often see Eldritch Evolution in this deck, especially not in 4 copies. Eldritch Evolution is a way to get your Autos Rider to Atraxa usually, but here we use it. I mean, you can turn your Shardless into an Overlord, or you can turn your Overlord into an Atraxa. I'm curious to see the sideboard as well, the sideboard Edge Evolution as well. I guess what's gonna happen is that often people will hate your graveyard, citing things to either hate your graveyard or hate your Cascade spell, consign to memory, things like that, and you just go mid range, cast your spell. Edge Evolution is still quite expensive in the sense that it's still bad to force a negation, but not to consign to memory. It is yeah, an interesting build that I'm excited to try. A couple of deceit in the sideboard as well. This is the Thoughtseize. When I was playing the last time I played this deck, I had 2 deceits. Sorry, 4 deceits main. This build only has 2 in the main in the side, so it's slightly different. The league starts with a pretty weak hand, but it has a lands and spells. I'm on the draw. I don't have a pitch for force, but I don't think I can mulligan this hand. Although, I was going to say, if I put in Thoughtseize as my Overlord of Valimork, really got nothing, but I don't think I could have mulliganed this hand. Maybe I should have. Ooh, nice. Perfect draw immediately. Alright, well, I was going to just lay out all my survey lands, but I guess now that I drew Shardless, I'd rather just cycle those creatures to reanimate them on turn 3. I'm definitely not forcing this looting. It is, I mean, I need to keep Shardless. Aurora Awakener. This is, there's a build of Domain Zooted that was considered playing that wants to reanimate this card and then plays like Leyline of the Guild Pact, and you put 5 permanents from top of your deck into the play. But I think Arcana Cruelty is better. It is annoying that these 2 cards got in the graveyard. Now I can't really Leaving End, so I need to pass for Endurance first. Still double cycling on 2 if you surveilled on 1. Yeah. I mean, yes, but this way I can draw like a third thing to cycle. And I'm not really surveilling in too much at this point, because I already got it all. Let's take the sewers. And let's go. Classic Leaving End. Okay. Atraxa. Atraxa going to the graveyard is not bad. Unfortunately, though, If I shardless and they get Archon, I for sure lose the race. Yep. Psychic Frog also very good against Leaving End because they can just discard creatures. Looking for Endurance. I'm looking for Endurance. Let me quickly check the mana base. Do I have more copies of Watery Grave? Oh, what a breeding pool. Okay, it's two breeding pools. Okay, so I can do this and hold up Force of Negation. Shouldn't have cycled the Edge Maids, but that's okay. But we have the opportunity to fetch Basic Island, right? There's Basic Island and Basic Forest in the deck. But this card's Archon of Cruelty. Not sure why they play this card though. I mean, it's big, but if it said non-land, then it would have been very good. But it says reveal X permanent cards, so you can even reveal lands. Yeah, so best draw I think are Endurance and Formidable Speaker. Because I need to get to Endurance. I can't cast Leaving End against this graveyard. Got two Endurance and three Formidable Speaker. I also got four Overlord that can mill more copies of these cards. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I should ever suspend Leaving End. Because suspending Leaving End means that in 3 turns, no matter what happens, this card will be put on the stack. You can't opt against it. You have to. You have to do what is like you have to put this card on the stack. And even if I have a track satch roll, whatever, I don't think I'm beating two Archon or Cruelty. They changed that rule. You cannot cast it now. Wait, when did that happen? How did I miss it? Really? Right, then I guess I'm wrong. You can choose not to cast it. 2 years ago? Really? I play Magic every day. I didn't know this thing. What? Crazy. Unfortunately, that really doesn't matter because I think what's gonna happen here is that I have to play Shardless just as a 2/2. I don't Cascade. And then actually I'm gonna take a look at what I've revealed. Okay, there's no Endurance. If there was like a lot of Endurances, I would have shuffled. Now opponent can attack with a Kabu and exile my Atraxa. Hmm. They still don't have lethal. I think this is my last window to top deck Endurance. I top deck Endurance now or I lose. Actually, it's just yeah. There's no way I can beat two Archon and an Aurora Awakener. Now I don't even have a Traxa anymore. But even with a Traxa, there was no way I could have done that. Like Archon just get 4 triggers basically. All right, GG. Yeah, funny. It's funny to lose because your opponent cards that are bigger than you in the graveyard. This used to be an old problem for Living End. Tron actually would like go to this card, put an Ulamog in the graveyard, and at the time, Living End would lose to it. Nowadays, the creatures of Living End are a lot bigger, and just you go so much wider. But still, two Archon of Cruelty was unbeatable. Uh, yeah, I wish I had more endurances. I mean, I guess that's three. Three endurance and three speaker. I was not able to draw any. Allora, what do we want? Do we want the seat? I think the seat is a nice card. I think I want it every time. What do I not want? I like everything here. Maybe wistfulness. Opponent's playing Grixis. No, I guess they have lots of enchantments in that deck. Hmm. I mean, Dispute also seems strong. Maybe Subtlety is actually bad. Let's try this. Bon dia, bon dia. Yeah. You want to start by cycling? No, just do this and pass and get survey land. Survey land I'm getting. Green. Green, blue. And then I can generous end into... Wow, playing this card is Frog. That must mean they have another one. So I'm gonna hold up Dispute. Yeah, green, blue, tapped. Classic leaving end. With an open leaving end in your opening end, the deck always makes sure you draw it as soon as possible. That's like a mandatory thing of leaving end. I like to slow roll street rate as much as I can because it was really nice to just cycle it in response to them like hitting your graveyard on Charlotte's Agent. Obviously, like if I miss a land drop or if I need a spell, I'll cycle it. But if I can like function without it for the first few turns, I'll do it. Yeah, that's probably a frog because I discarded one. Alright, I'm glad I cited in the disputes. I'm gonna get Overgrown Tomb. I need to get used to the new arts. Yeah, now for example, I think it's okay to cycle because if I Shardless Agent, I can go Endurance, Shardless. Now just pass with Force and Endurance up. Wistfulness targets Leyline of the Guild Pack, which one hasn't played, and Leyline of the Binding. Leyline Binding. Sino Draco. The opponent's playing a deck that actually is popular nowadays in the Twitter world. It's this one. A streamer, the BFG trophy with it. It plays Aurora Awakener, and it plays like Persist, Archon. Like this is the deck. Actually consider streaming this deck as well. If you're watching this video, you wanna let me know in the comment if you wanna see my opponent deck in action. Yeah. Am I in the US right now? No, why? Why would I be? Asci of Dream Render. Facciamo una bella fortetta. It's from one of the BFG viewers. Nice. Nice. Uh, uh, um, I think I don't mind just, yeah, passing the turn here, passing back. Having endurance up is nice against the deck with persist. Dai opponent, forza, forza, click, click buttons. Click the button 6. Actually, clicking the button 0 at the start of the game makes you auto pass anytime you don't have any plays available, which is very nice. Turns it into like arena mode. Yeah. But only use it if you mastering magical line. The keyword of magical line can definitely be a little bit sus. Tomorrow, chat, I'm going to Damnation Fest. That's a 3-day tournament in Lucca, Italy. It's like an eternal weekend. On Friday, there's Team Trios, Pauper, Legacy, Modern, and I'll be playing Legacy. And then on Sunday, there's the Legacy main event. And then on, sorry, did I say Sunday? On Saturday, there's a Legacy main event. On Sunday, there's a pre-modern main event. So I'll be playing those 3 events. Very excited to play Legacy again. Last time I played Legacy was in Japan during Eternal Weekend, and I love playing Legacy so much. That format is a blast, but there are very, very few ways to play it. Ooh, Overlord of Balemurk. Okay. Hmm. I think I'm happy to do this, and I just get Generous End and get my land drop. Yeah, I mean, I can always do Endurance Pitch. It sounds very fun. It is. It really is. How about I get a Generous End, but I pass the turn? Hmm. I get a Generous End, but I pass the turn. So that I have Green Pitch for Endurance. I'm also going to Endurance Pitch Endurance. If needed. And then if I drop deck a land, I can cast Wistfulness. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cycle the Generous End. Can I say which deck I'm playing Legacy? I mean, I'm playing the same deck I've been playing in Legacy, the blue-black deck with Nethergoyf and Kaido. I've played that deck for both Eternal Weekends. If you're right, Eternal at Andrea Mengucci MTGO, Andrea Mengucci MTGO on Google. I mean, MTGO at the end of a name, it puts you into this like MTG Goldfish thing for everyone. I played a Legacy, the same deck for 2 Eternal Weekends in a row, and I finished 2 spots away from prize in both Eternal Weekends, 34th and 66th, which is annoying. Apparently, I even changed the card to make my deck less expensive. What did I change to make my deck less expensive? I'm curious now. Gotta find out. What did I change to make my deck less expensive? Thought I didn't change anything. Bah. Oh yeah, it's true. I played Anti-Turak in Luca, that's true. Anyway, my opponent just flashes back Faithless Looting. Perfect. You discard Leyland of the Guild Pact and Arcana Cruelty. Perfect. Draw. Another of this. Hmm. Do I want to cast it? I think I don't mind to pass. We don't have to move. I even got the Overlord ticking down. Just chilling. Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize va bene. Va bene, Thoughtseize, yeah. It's okay. I got my hand with 4 Elemental Incarnation. I gotta buy Wistfulness. Apparently, people told me that it's the hardest card to open. In the testing house, they've opened, I don't know, several boxes because they've done, I think, 8 drafts, and they've opened zero Wistfulness. They've opened lots of the other elementals, and like everyone's looking for this card. I'm also looking for this card. This weekend, I hope to find it. I want one of each of these elementals. Persist. Okay, opponent's casting Persist. Mavala. You're casting Persist? That's crazy, man. Let's go Endurance. Should I play Wastefulness? Do I want to? I don't think I want to. Do I want to? Up to blue to draw two, discard one. My hand's good. I mean, I guess I could do it. Nah, you know what? I'm just passing again. Was it 7? What are they doing? Do they even have basic lands with that deck? It doesn't seem so. Let me take a look at their list again. They have one swamp, one mountain. Okay. They play Kavu. Well, Kavu's big. Kavu's big. Oh, Kaboya. Oh, this dies, right? Yeah, okay. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm happy to just take 3 and cast Wistfulness for both modes. Allora, facciamo blu, blu, green, green, green. So exile Scion, exile. That's actually very relevant. And I can discard Street Wraith and pass. But it knows about Force of Negation in my hand. Because it thought seized me. The attack a block. Maybe not. Nah, I will. No, maybe. No, it's okay, I block. I'm just thinking, what can go wrong? And I think he's taking too much damage. Yeah, the opponent's playing the Azure Reanimator deck. I've Endurance them. They have the Persist and an Archon. For those of you who watched, I said I boiled water and today I did it again, and I'm just drinking hot water instead of cold water for my stomach, and it feels so much better. I think from now on I'll always be drinking hot water in the winter. I suggest you to do the same, even if your stomach works. It's hot water, no tea. Do you need tea? Do you need flavor? I mean, water is good. What's wrong with water? Do you drink I don't know, cold water with sugar? Add some lemon. Uh, I don't want to. Okay, they have surgical. Surgical's not very good against me, I think. And the reason is, yes, like I even surveilled living end on turn one, they could have surgicaled, but this build is so like you can just art cast everything. Even wondering if I need three living end. Maybe I don't. See how it translates to English. Probiotics lactobacillus. I doubt that you guys use the Latin word lactobacillus. But probiotics, I guess probiotics. I've heard that before. Very Chinese of me. Yeah, I'm getting ready for my China trip. Unless China decides that we can't go there anymore, which is very possible since they just stopped all Japanese from going to China from one day to another. I love how nowadays the world, everyone just says, "Oh, just I don't know." I feel like ruler have been very strict lately about these type of stuff or geopolitics. Probiotic yogurt, like the guys from the card market. Exactly, exactly. I didn't know what that meant, but I guess now I do. Tozzies, vai, vai, tutto tuo. My hand's amazing. You can Tozzies anything you want. It's so nice to open three lands for spells. I guess this counts as a land. But like, and they Tozzies you, and like, it doesn't matter because all your hand is two drops, and like, sure, whatever. And they also multi 5 to do that. Vai, vai. Tozzami tutto. Speaking of geopolitics, have you guys seen how much did the dollar drop? It's crazy. It's crazy. €1 is now $120. Have you guys seen it? It's unbelievable. 120. It used to be 121, like not that long ago. Buy dollars now? No, no, thank you. No, no, no. It's gonna go to 150 if they keep on doing these things. And to travel to USA for holidays. Yeah, no, I was actually thinking about that. I was actually thinking, when's the next time I'm gonna be to holiday? In America, not to holiday, in America. If I go to the Flash and Blood Pro Tour in Las Vegas in May, no, in May, in July, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, do I do the C tier? I think so. Because I need to buy a new phone. So I think this is the perfect moment. You go to America, you buy the phone. So it's already very, very cheap in America compared to Italy. But I think going to America to buy a phone is to lose money. If that's only your only target. Hmm. But you should do that if you go to America. You should buy all the phones and sell them in Italy. And then the police stops you. I think I'm deceiving, but my hand kind of sucks now. Maybe I'm just going to go wistfulness, honestly. Yeah, I think I gotta go wistfulness. Blue green. Yeah, blue green wistfulness. I think it's best. Yeah, my hand's too bad. I need to look for something. Did I really get better? I think I'll discard this one. Oh, by phone and drugs in America. Nah, I mean, the drugs, I think it's for personal use. It's okay. Phone? Hmm. No, but for real though, if it's 120, let me do the math. So in America, the base iPhone is like what 800, 750, something like that. It's already like yeah, it's like 630 right now. If I want to buy like iPhone 17 normal in Italy on like the Italian Apple website, it starts from 979. That's like 400 less. Not even joking. Like it's crazy the difference. It was even less. I think it must have gotten higher recently. Holy crap, buy a real phone? Nah, I don't care about that. I just use iPhone. It's fine. It works for me. I don't I don't follow any of those like I just use iPhone, I use ChatGPT, I use all the like basic thing a person that doesn't know anything uses, and I'm happy with it. And I don't want to be bothered with reasons why I shouldn't. Yeah, you guys buy all the Chinese phones you want. I'll just buy iPhone. Surgical wistfulness. E che cazzo? How did you know I had one in hand? How did you know I had one in hand, opponent? Hmm. What do I do now? Do I go force pitch deceit? Buy whatever you want, don't care what I think? Yeah, I mean, I don't care. Because the thing is that if I go force and they go mystical dispute, it's I lose everything. I guess I keep Overlord. I think I'll go force of negation. Yeah, pitch deceit. I really like wistfulness. Is this a good play? Let's think about it, chat. I think like deceit is bad. I think deceit is bad, so I'm just gonna go force pitch deceit. I want to keep wistfulness. Maybe not though. Maybe it's fine. Maybe I just go Overlord next turn. Yeah, no, it's okay. Another thing you can do if you wanna make money these days is probably buying cards from America. Honestly, like if you buy cards from TCG Player, they have very cheaper price if you have euros. If you buy with euros, for sure. Like I remember it was already cheaper. I remember buying at some point I bought like Quantum Riddler and Ugin, and it was like cheaper than Card Market already at the time. Now it must be like a lot cheaper. This is a boiled water stream now. Yeah, yeah. It's like my water is Bhakti. No, I'm joking. Yeah, buying cards. It must be a lot cheaper now. Generosant. No, I need to draw Charlotte's Agent, not Generosant. Puttana Eva. Let's go Overlord, I guess. Don't you have to pay import taxes after? Maybe you have to. That's true. I guess what I was doing, I was buying from TCG Player and sending them to an American friend of mine, and he gave them to me at a pro tour. Maybe that's why I didn't bother. That's true, actually. You do have to pay something like 20%, actually, very high. You're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You have to pay maybe 10%. If it's 10%, it's still fine. But yeah, the best way is if you have a friend in America that you can send the cards to. I think I should want Street Wraith here because I'm looking for cards, things to do with my mana, things to do with my hand. 21%. That's the Eva, Liva, maybe. Mm. Yeah, definitely the goal is to pay less taxes. So play around all the taxes that you can. That's the that's the end goal of everyone. Thoughtseize. That's fine. I really don't have anything in my hand. And goals don't pay taxes. Pay less taxes. I think that's not Italian goal. I think it's everyone's goal to pay less taxes. I'd say our tax system is one of the heaviest one. So your friend gets booster boxes sent to his job in Denmark because it's much cheaper than buying in Norway. Yeah, man. I don't wanna. I remember once I was talking to I think it was Thomas and Olsen who told me that cars in Denmark, what's the deal with cars in Denmark? They have to pay 70% of taxes and you can't change the plate. Like you can't play around it basically. You can't buy a car abroad and then bring it to Denmark. So you have to buy the the cars in Den. I don't know. I remember there was a story about cars being like 100,000 for a car that's like I don't know 50 in Germany. Okay, we need to draw Charlotte's agent, otherwise we ripperoni. Dai. Probably they even have a counter spell at this point. The multi 5, but this started Thoughts is Frog, and I really haven't done anything this game. Been drawing terrible cards. Cycle. Bella merda. Madonna mia, che clunkiness. Uh, Land go. I'm actually dead on board if they discard 2 to this. It's making me wait on time. Yeah, this was the slowest beat I've ever received. Imagine playing this game by yourself at the computer and having to wait your opponent to slowly attack you to death while they're, I don't know, working or I don't exactly know what they're doing. They say they are a little busy. A little. Okay, they see my hand. My hand sucks, so I'll gladly let you see it. Yeah, just, just take whatever. We have to do Deceit Bounce Draco. Yeah, I wanted to keep the seat for double black. In case I top deck Shardless, I want to go Thoughtseize into Shardless. I can concede. No, I can still top deck Shardless. And now I'm dead. Rip, rip. Well, I can play double black. Yeah, well, could have cycled into double black. That consent to memory and thoughts is yeah, that consent to memory. So I wouldn't have won even if I top decked the shardless. All right. Well, I haven't done anything and I lost, basically. That's the whole name uh of this game. Okay, match number two. One land. Two lands, that's okay. One spice attracts well you have the what should I do here? I think I still do this untapped. Eldritch Evolution that you can sacrifice Wistfulness and get attracts. Cycle Troll. I'm gonna grab something to cast blue for this. So probably Watcher Grave. Although they are mana up. That's so annoying. Well, why am I playing all these against all these counter decks? That's like I basically can never cast Shardless unless I don't know. This is probably a matchup where it just jams some endurance end of turn. Consider just the threat of going Wistfulness to art cast it. So I think I'm just gonna go land go instead of go. I mean, if it was like a normal matchup without counters, I would have just do this to draw in this card and then Shardless turn 3. What's this? Wan Shi Tong. Why did you not do that in response to Troll? Anyway, let's get a green land. Probably Hedge Maze. Yeah. Wappa! Thank you for the prime sub. Mistrise Village. That's my fourth land. Also very good, actually, Mistrise Village. I'll leave that on top. I can't cast Charlotte because they could consign Cascade? What do you mean I can't? Because they could. I can do anything. If they do it, they do it. But yeah. The Elemental look nice in Living End. They do, but you are still playing Living End, you know? So the deck may still be a little bit shaky. Shaky. I'll play Watcher Grave untapped and pass with Endurance up. Wappa, are you the same Wappa I know from Los Angeles, or are you another Wappa? Was the hard thing about reading names and not seeing faces. All right, I'm gonna go Endurance here. They go push. They go push. Yes. All right. Then congrats on qualifying for the Pro Tour in Portland. What did you play? Eli told me that you qualified. Cada volta che mi sclicco. Push my endurance. You should have let the ability resolve though. Yeah, because now I kill all your graveyard. You should let the ability resolve and then push. No, you lost 2 cards from your graveyard. Maybe you don't care. Ooh, force. Force es buena. Allora, let's play what? This tapped? No, let's play this and pass. Bant air bending. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I was actually considering coming to Portland to play. Actually, what if I force this? Nah, this is okay. My hand's so good. Man, so good. They took endurance. Okay. All right. Well, I've got Mistrais Village, so now I can do land untapped. Yes, I can do Shardless Agent. Yes, I can do Shardless Agent. Ability on the stack, and then I do this. Activate Mistrais Village. I'm coming to San Diego for Flesh and Blood. No, no, I'm not. It's I considered it. I like briefly said it to Eli, and he just apparently told to everyone. I considered it, but oh wow, they concede. See, this play is actually important. The Mistrais Village play. Um, yeah, very good spell. Actually, I think I want to take a screenshot to this play because I think it's not intuitive if players are new to the game. Mm-mm. All right, do we want more counter spell? Definitely want the seat. Player dispute. I think I'm cutting endurance. No, not endurance. Cuts. Energy evolution. I don't see the appeal. Force of negation. Maybe I can shave. What else do I want to cut? Yeah, maybe more force of negations. Can cut one subtlety. Oh, Atraxa, of course. Living End, as always, my first draw every single time. Very happy to have Mistrais Village. Buongiorno, buongiorno. Opponent holds up mana. They already are representing Washington. I think I'll let you. Yeah, I'll let you get me. I'll let you get me. I have to play my spells. Let's see, Okaro. Was I supposed to fetch in my turn? I guess I was. Before you, opponent. I think I'm actually gonna leave this on top because I can't really fetch. And I do need the lands to play my spells, and I don't want to fetch anymore for the rest of the game. Let's go Overlord. I like Shardless. I don't care about Generous Ant. I think I'm gonna do the same gameplay as I did before with Mistress Village. I don't know if they can beat that, honestly. I was thinking the only way I can lose is Harbinger of the Sea. I don't know if I said it out loud, but I was definitely thinking it. And yeah, that's GG. I was thinking exactly that. Huh, crazy. Have outs? Oh no, it's not true. I do have some outs. I can play Wistfulness, yeah. I like go Sink into Soup or do I have Otawara? I don't think so. Why does Ubi play Consign? Yeah. Remember the good old days when you would pitch Living End to Grief? Those to me seems like bad days, to be honest. Alright, I found Troll, so that's a swamp. I guess he bounced it with the seat. That's true. What was the last book I borrowed from my library? Do cazzo è la palude? Wait, I don't play Swamp? No. That's true. There's only forest in this deck. No, you even draw a card. Alright, that's a shame concession play right there. What was the last book I borrowed from a library? Huh, that's a good question. When I was in the university, I was printing the resumes. Not resumes. How do you say? I was printing the sums, the sum up, the sum up. So at the beginning, first year, I bought the books and they were so expensive. I was like, I'm off this. The system sucks. I'm not gonna give this. I'm not gonna give this teachers whatever so much money. I'm off it. So I started printing the books and studying on the books. But even printing the books was like, I don't know, 15 euros. And I'm like, I'm off this too. I'm only gonna print the summaries that I find on the internet and study on those. So yeah, the university scam. Uh, keep. Man, the I swear, the university books are such a scam because the teacher writes the book and then tells you to buy the book in order to do his exam. What did I study? Law. Yeah, at least university is free, but it's such a scam. Just think about it. Like you're the teacher and you tell the people of your course to buy your book in order to do that. That's just it must be a scam. It must be a scam. Legalized, of course, but it is a scam. Do I want to keep on cycling? No. No, actually, I want more informations before cycling. You pay 70 euros for a book yesterday. You're gonna sell in 2 months for 25. Nah, man, you got scammed. You got scammed. If you pay 70 euro for a book, you got scammed. 100%. I don't care. You want to get 30, you want to get the maximum vote? Sure, good on you, but you got scammed. It changed one article in the Constitution. Yeah, exactly. And they constantly make new episode of the book, and it's like the same stuff. No, no, no. 100% scammed. Now you find the file online? Yeah. But even honestly, even printing the books were expensive. I remember because I was in Bologna and it was very popular to just print all the books. Actually, there were the stores that had every book from university, and you could just select which books you wanted to print, which I guess it's illegal, but whatever. I mean, you know, you do what you gotta do. Wait, swamp? Oh shit. I'm actually gonna go forest now. I'm scared. Yeah, but forest sucks. I wanna go to seed. Nah, not forest. No, not forest. Whatever. I'll die to Harbinger again. You talked to a librarian once, and she said the most stolen book is the law book. Yeah. No, no, it's a scam. It's a scam. Hello, foragers. Okay. Deceit. Black, black. These days, they even maybe. Yeah, digital. The book itself is worthless now. Yeah. Ta-da! Spellsnare. Bella merda. Does my deck have any 2-drop? Bella carta. Counterspell, Blotchy Thirst, nice one. A consign to memory. All right, please, let's not lose this game, okay? Mengu, die, yeah? Mengu, please, let's not lose this game. Game 3, spells Narius leaving end. Va bene. Isola. I'm gonna easily lose this game. I already feel it. Was gonna go Harbinger to see I can cast a spell, GG. Formidable Speaker. I think it's a nice one to grab here. Yeah. Did I mill Living End? Just see, I might. It's a Formidable Speaker. Mm-hmm. Please opponent, never draw Harbinger. Yeah, another chapter. Today Mango Finance told you to buy iPhones in America and don't buy university books. Yeah, Speaker seems awesome in this deck. It really is. Boggy Tea. Huh. Do I want to go Speaker? Because I can just go Consign to Memory. I think it's okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think I'm gonna do it. The Consign to Memory, it's fine. Boil, exactly. Boil water and not drink it, and not drink cold water. Honestly, you don't even need to boil. If you can't wait, you can take it a little bit earlier as well. That's fine. We don't need to kill bacterias. I don't know. Thankfully. Oh, they found a reason for their spells in there. Lucky you. Import export cards. That's that too, yeah. Questo va in cima. Sì. Questo in play. Because next turn I can go Deceit. Hmm. What do you mean don't support LGS? When did I say that? What do you mean? Do I go Tapland? Because I kind of want the fifth land, so yeah. Of course, support LGS. I always buy from LGS. But I don't know, the LGS I go, they never have the cards I need. It's so hard to keep collection now. You have to buy online. I think I can go. No, Dai, let's just go Formidable Speaker. Pass. I'm discarding Allo Foragers. Unless they consign this. Dai, that's fine, I think. That's fine. Next turn I can cast the Seed. It's a pretty big boy. Your AGS is twice the card market price. So I think sometimes people just look at the price of whatever, like, oh, this card costs X, and they just look at the whatever vendor from UK, and if you buy from there, you have to add like 15 euros. So that's not the real price. Like when you look at car market price, that's not the minimum of that isn't the real price. You have to check at least your like, yeah. And also, you have to remember how much costs the LGS has. Dai, porca ma... Non sapevo! Non sapevo! It's fine. It's fine. I just need to draw another land. That's fine. That's fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine, Copium. We're fine. Yeah, also, yeah. Like, I'm all up for playing around the scamming teacher or the extra tax government, but not the LGS owner. I'll be defending the LGS owner. Yeah. But I told you, I saw my opponent in hand and I said the only way they can win is with Harbinger of the Seas off the top. And of course, that was the case. And I haven't drawn a fetch. I think only one of these fetch lands was drawn. Everything else was milled. Bella, Isola Base. I draw a basic land, island, of course. Ah. Do I cast this? I mean, I guess. I can also just... Honestly, I think it's better to just pass. It can bounce it, but they go counterspell and they replay this. I think it's better to hold Flare for protecting Overlord of Balemurk. It can bounce it, yes. Cosa fai? What is this? One Shit Hong. This is a 2-2, right? Hmm. That's okay. You can afford a deck LGS. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. But let's say for example, let's take an example. You get Formidable Speaker. I know it's a very expensive card nowadays, right? And you can't just look at card market and be like, oh, it's 15 euro 50. The first vendor, it's a person with zero sales from Spain, you know? And if the LGS sells it at 20 euro, you're like, that's fine, that's reasonable. You know what I mean? And you're like, yeah, oh my god, it's so expensive. It's not. It's proper. It's a proper price. Throwing shade at Spanish people? No, it's literally the example. If it was from Norway, I would have said the same thing. The second person is from the Netherlands. Same with the third person is from Finland with zero sales. It's the same thing. Yeah, exactly. If so much charges for international shipment too. I only buy from Italian vendor because of the difference in shipment expenses. Opponent's tapping out. That's a good news. Means my deceit is resolving. Why is today's games are so slow? 1 hour and 10 minutes. I haven't even finished two matches. You don't do anything. That yeah. Does you have some sort of no? That's one thing that America definitely does better. It's the postal service. In America, postal service is so much better than in Europe because it's so fast and so cheap compared to Europe. That's definitely a very, very big upside that you have that America has over Europe. I mean, my opponent has more time than me, so I can't complain at my opponent. Just the games have been slow. Our Overlord attacks is a good news. Uh, okay, Generous Ant is a nice find because it can give me Forest. But do I want Forest is the question. I think I'm so far ahead at this point that I'm just taking Subtlety, and I'm gonna go Flare plus Subtlety. You don't buy from Italians because too big chance to loss because of corrupted postal service. And a Madonna. Sure. I guess more Italian cards for us. I appreciate. But I do remember buying when I bought from TCG Player and sent it to my American friend. It was so cheap, like €2, €1 shipment, and it arrived like 2 days after, which is incredible, incredible. In a country that's the size of I don't know, 3 times the Europe. I actually don't know exactly. I'm playing subtlety here. Can you see? Yeah, you bounce Harbinger, then what? They replay it, no? I don't really have much to cast with my mana. I've got I've got all I want. I've got all the islands, 7 islands. I'm using them all here. It's very important to not tunnel vision into a play. Just because usually Harbinger is bad, don't always think that now it's bad. Now I think it's good because it can't let my opponent. It doesn't let my opponent go blood chief thirst kicked, for example. Or to go to Rome for MH3 pre-release, they only had packs in Italian. Hmm. Yeah, that's the thing, I guess. In Flesh and Blood, they stopped doing Italian packs. They only have English packs now. The game is a lot smaller though. Can't even compare it. Tunnel vision is a kind of speciality. Yeah. Yeah, we're chilling here. I mean, now I probably even should get generous and go shardless. But honestly, I can't lose this game. I'm gonna get another subtlety. I could go generous end. But I think I can't lose if I just lock my opponent. Yeah, just yeah, keep playing like this. I believe there is a card called Tunnel Vision, and there's a combo, right, with it. This card actually spiked. It's funny. When they introduced the London Mulligan, this card spiked in price. Because you can choose a card name, you reveal it. Yeah, it's basically just 6 mana Miller deck. I think that was the people were doing when the London Mulligan got made. Magic Line doesn't even show the picture. Kaito. Kaito. Let's go subtlety. Oh, this thing is too big. Let me resize it. Yeah, this is better. All right, 1 hour and 15 minutes. We finished the second game. Let's go. I'll take a bathroom break and I'll come back for round numero 3. People drink infusion in the evening to conceal sleep. Divinghian sempre in mano, se sia mai. Boom, keep. Camomilla? What's camomilla in Italian? In English, sorry. Chamomile. Chamomile. Chamomile tea. Wait, is it a tea? I didn't know that. Tamio mi fai. Tamio. A schiaffi ti piglio. Which land do we want to play? I'm somewhat afraid of Washington. No, they can't play it, right? Let's go this or survey land. Drink chamomilla sometimes. Yeah, my mom made me chamomilla on Sunday night when I was very sick. Vertigo B, thank you for the prime sub. T-Sane. Oh wow. T-Sane. I didn't know that. T-Sane. Ah, that's that's cool. I didn't think about that. Want to see the sewers? Yeah. Mistress Village è buona. Very strong. Very, very strong. Let's go. Overgrown Tomb. This is gonna save us later on. Let's impending this. What we get? What do we get? I'm only getting blue matchups. So where are the Boros energy? Endurance or wistfulness? Let's get endurance. I don't have double green. That's not true. I don't go. Okay, endurance. Endurance is very good against Tamio. Do, 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 do. Next turn, we're gonna. I was going to play Shenmue de Pra. The strongest World Championship Invitational card I've done since I can remember. I think since Fervent Champion. Le Champion. Ooh, Watergrave. Now that makes them have access to Final Push. Still want to go Endurance. Who knows about it? I think, do I want to cast Endurance now? No, if they could counterspell on it, it's okay. Snapcaster is crying. It's different though. Snapcaster Mage was won in a tournament that was kind of a made-up tournament of like World's Championship Invitational card is a lot big. It's a lot more big deal than the invitational tournament they had with like made-up format, random formats. Yeah. This is the World Championship Invitational winner. Standard, whatever. You know what I mean? What's that? Subtlety? Hmm. Uh, hey. How about I do bottom? Yeah, I could have gone subtlety on subtlety. F6 there. Don't know why F6 with two cards in my hand. Anyway, my goal is to win with Mistress Village. So let me go for Beatable Speaker. Discard Leaving End. Of course, no. Leaving End is bad. Yeah, Leaving End is the worst card of my hand. And let's take Shardless. Oh, maybe I can take Hollow Foragers instead of Shardless. Huh? Maybe it's a good idea. No, no, vabbè, facciamo Shardless. Let's do Diligent. And then I go Brawler tapped. You're right. Mistress Village is awkward with the mana. I don't actually have it. I play Mistress Village this turn and not Bog or Bog. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Well, I should have definitely subtlety the subtlety. I F6, but I don't know why. Which card will Seth Manfield make? It's gonna be so complicated. So complicated for sure. Are you cracking both clues and flipping? Nah, there's no way. No way, that's your turn? Crazy. You have Force of Negation in your hand? Huh? Yeah, for sure, Force of Negation, right? Yeah, Autoslam, yeah. Actually, I took a screenshot of that and I was going to post it on Twitter. What you can do is you can play Shardless and then you can activate Mistress Village with a Cascade ability on the stack and they can't counter Leaving End. I don't have triple blue, so I can't go Shardless Misterize. Oh no, that's not true. I have Formidable Speaker, chat. I can. I have Formidable Speaker. I can untap blue. All right, let's do it. My graveyard kind of sucks though. It's still better than. Aspetta, perché maybe I'm just going to go Eldritch Evolution here. And I just get Overlord into play. Huh? I don't, because I can't go Leaving End. I guess Leaving End also kills Subtlety. Nah, it must be better to go Leaving End. It must be better to go Leaving End. Allora, let's do it. Let's go for, well, Mistress Village. And let's go Shardless Agent. Ability on the stack. I'm going to. Actually, I think I'm gonna take another screenshot. This is even better, I think, as a screenshot. I'll post this one later. Uh, uh, um. Allora, we do untap and use Mistrise Village. And I put Leading Gun into play. I only get 3 creatures, but also kill Subtlety. I think it's still solid. And I hold these 2 in my hand. I don't want to play. Yeah. Next turn, I can go Eldritch Evolution Uncounterable, Attracts on the Wistfulness. I'm at 9 life, and they can have Bolt, Bolt, Bolt. But they don't have triple red, so we're safe. I own this card. I never remember buying it. That's down, mi fai. Perché? What's up? What? Okay. Old shadow, but they tapped the black. They just like dress now? Okay. Upkeep. Oh, you enchantment. Oh, ho capito. You're gonna kill my wistfulness. Okay. Mm-hmm. Uh, yeah, that's fine. Fine. Okay, I can go Formidable Speaker for another Cascade spell. Or I can go Eldritch Evolution for oh wow, opponent says sorry, I have to go. Like they're conceding the match. Match number 4, game number 1. Let's go. You want a reprint of Champion of the Parish? For what? And play it in standard. Oh, Affinity. It's been so long since I played against Pinnacle Emissary. Do you guys remember when? Oh, Codinci Crypt main deck. When everyone was playing this deck. Everyone was playing this deck. Now it stopped. Wonder what happened. I wonder what happened that Affinity moved out of the metagame so much. All right, let me go see yours. Surreal. Let me ooh, nice Charles Agent. Let me cycle. Hmm. I'll go Land Go. I don't wanna Boseiju this crypt. Shouldn't have cycled. Maybe that was a mistake. Yeah, it was a mistake for sure. I even tell myself that I never do that. And then I did that. Okay, maybe now Ooh, yeah. Now that they have Emery, I can't Boseiju anymore. I think what I'm doing here is actually just cycling Generazent and getting double green out. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Shouldn't have cycled this rate ever, but it is what it is. I'm actually gonna get a basic forest. Yeah, and here I'm gonna get the hedge maze. Hmm. I don't think I want to draw a second Overlord. I get it. It's more things from point to exile, but might as well. Okay, nice. All right, so here I'm passing. Or, or I can go shardless, actually. I think I like to go shardless here. Yeah, street rate is super important. It's funny because I even said it. I don't like to cycle this because in response to crypt you cycle, and then I just did it. But I got lucky that I drew another one. So now I'm putting living end on the stack. Opponent's gonna go crypt, and we go straight wraith in response after the crypt resolves. In response to living end, I mean. I could even technically let's see what I draw. I could even technically put a endurance into play. I don't think it'd be a bad thing. It's a 3/4. What's it really doing? I think it's doing very much. Do I care about bottoming my opponent graveyard? I guess. Might as well, right? Pretty good turn 3 against Tormod's Crypt. There's a Saga. Can position that. Ravager. You know, in theory, that's very good against Leaving End. That used to be the thing in the past. Dissolutionist. I think about a 20 people raid. Campini? Okay. Modular 1 on Charlotte's Agent. That's funny. Old magic cards are funny. Let me go Boseju here. I give them red mana to cast weapons manufacturing, but I guess I can force that. Allora, we got Force of Vigor. We got Mystical Dispute. That's it. What do I cut? Force of Negations? Anything else? Anything else? Oh, Hollow Foragers. Hmm. I mean, this is not great. It really isn't. I could be looking for better. I'm on the draw. I have lots of powerful cards in this matchup. Wistfulness Force, Subtlety. When I kept 7. I think I'll mulligan. Stavano un po' una merda. No, I'm definitely keeping this one. Decide what to bottom. I think it's Formidable Speaker. Keep- Yeah, I want to keep these. Obviously, I need to top deck islands if I want to win. Subtlety immediately. Subtlety. Actually, this one I don't love the subtlety as much. I guess it's fine if I top deck. But let me street rate. Um. hmm. Okay, let me street rate first to get more information. The problem is, if I subtle, the opponent just passes and next turn does it again, and I don't have island up for dispute. So I think I actually accept this. If I had island, I would have subtletied. Like everything that's happening right now, it would happen anyway next turn, unless I guess I drew island. So maybe I should have just risked it. Hmm. Maybe I should have risked it. But has two cards in it, it's not doing anything. So it probably have lands in hand. Lands and counters. I think that's what I have. Bella living end, che non si sa mai. They can cast the Pinnacle Emissary now, I guess. No, they don't do it. They hold up mana. Interesting. I think I get I clearly a counter. I get green blue. Green blue, but not feeling very good about this game. If I went subtlety, opponent passed. They did it again this turn. I now get island. I think nothing really matters. Nothing really changes. And nothing really matters for me. Dun, 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 dun. Mama, I just killed a man. Dispute. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do. Mamma che merda. Wastefulness. There's no reason to play it. Slowly dying to these drones. Guys, I lost without coming into play this game. Yeah, I actually have no sequences of draws that makes me win. I'll give up and go to another game because I want to change deck. So this is gonna be my last game, and then I can change deck. Not because I don't like this deck. This deck is fun. It's just I just like it's taking a while. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to move on, and the deck even shows that it's ready to move on. The deck is telling me, Mango, move on. Move on, I don't want to see you anymore. Keep. Let's go. Not even a great hand, but I guess I'll cycle this. If I know fetch land, I'll play that. Boggy Tea. Yeah, yesterday we played the Dimir Moon Shadow Asmo deck. Very fun. We're gonna play Legacy after this. Ne consideri every game, se sia mai. Va bene. See, do I want to go Force of Vigor now? Yeah, let's do that. Il troll. Wistfulness is good. I think I'll hold Wistfulness because we could disenchant Urza Saga. Yeah. So let's go Troll Cycle. I'm gonna get a green land, even though it doesn't cycle, it doesn't surveil. Gonna get Overgrown Tomb. Tapped. Let's disenchant the Urza Saga. They shouldn't have a counter spell for this. Oh, Consign to Memory? Does this? I guess. Yeah, it's Stifle. Yeah, Consign works. Classic Consign. It works on everything. Posso fare un cazzo. Bene. Pinnacle Emissary is back. But thankfully, you know what's not back? A third land. To see that. Well, well, well. My opponent is all in. All their chips are on the table. Kraken Hatchling, thank you for the 29-month sub. It is now time, my friend, to be rewarded and top deck a Shardless Agent. This is the last spot I have, because then next turn my opponent gets it. Soulgat Lantern or whatever. So this is the last spot I have. Can we do it? Can we do it? Hup! I'm gonna put the stop in upkeep. I'm gonna do all the things you need to do when you have to top deck a Magical Line. You have to put a stop in upkeep, and then you have to put the mouse right next to the card, to the last card in your hand. This is the two things that you have to do if you want to top deck a Magical Line. Stop in upkeep, and now focus and top deck. Oh, Shardless Agent. Doesn't work anymore. Doesn't work anymore, unfortunately. My dead on board? Vabbè, quasi. Let's play this. Remember Affinity Modular being a pain for living end? I do remember that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I wasn't a living end player. I was more of a Jund player. But I do remember the struggles of living end against Affinity. They fix it. Yeah, exactly. They fixed it. Hmm. You get what? Soul Guide? Tulmud Script, sure. Mhm. Drawing Charlotte's Agent is still not bad. I wrath my opponent board. Va bene. GG. Handshake. I'll close the league now. I hope you guys enjoyed. I never really got to Eldritch Evolution a creature, but I also never played against a deck that didn't have counters. I think this is where this card shines the most against. When, like, Boros has some graveyard 8, and you go Eldritch Evolution, something like that. We all play against 4 blue decks, so. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you're watching YouTube, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.